Do you want to enjoy the show or not?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 110 of the Red Force Podcast. My name's Eric Tolado. Joining me today, Christian Tolado.
We're here, we're back. All the technology is working. Alright, the camera, the problem, bum cable. Had to get a new cable. Alright?
There you go. Now, how did the cable break?
Cables
When it
break.
wasn't even touched, you know? Who knows?
Wear and tear, you know? Cables break.
Okay.
You know?
If you say so.
Mhm.
Christian, what do we got? What is going on? Now, I want people to subscribe to the channel and like the video, right?
Okay. We'll hit
Do
that
that.
3K mark, huh?
Sure.
Even though we get nothing and it doesn't mean anything. But yeah.
Subscribe to the channel if you want more One Piece long-form content.
That's
Many
right.
other imitators doing One Piece podcasts, Christian.
Many other imitators.
And we might be on those shows in the coming weeks.
Might be. Alright?
Alright?
Keywords.
And we will come in with force.
The Red Force.
Come in with cease and desist. King of Lightning's on notice.
Well, we told last week. We told him last week that, you know, you can't just steal our bits. Can't
What's
just steal
going
our
on this
segments.
week in the world of, One Piece? What's
You know, we got a chapter. Community.
It's a chapter.
Community on fire. Community on fire. Now, you know, we were all mad last week. So when we got this chapter, we're like, how can we be angry for 2 weeks straight? How can you do it?
You can't.
You can't really do it, you know? You can't really get up and about, start getting angry.
You run out of steam at some
We're out
point.
of steam, yeah, exactly. So we got a chapter. We got topic of the show. One Piece live action is happening.
Oh,
How
God.
badly is this gonna be a shit show? What the fuck? Let's talk about it, alright?
Okay.
We got Thunderdome. A spicy contender from Jordan Lee once again.
Jordan Lee's put in work, and he's the only one that's doing it.
Exactly.
But shout out
So
to Jordan Lee. If you wanna put your hat in the ring for the Thunderdome, join the Patreon at $5 and the Red Force Podcast on Patreon.
alright, it's patreon.com/Red Force Podcast, alright?
Dude, why do people give out the URL? It's not like people are gonna type in the URL.
I'm just saying, you said Patreon at Red Force Podcast. That's not an actual.
No, I said at Patreon at Red Force Podcast.
Well, you know, it is what
People
it
know
is.
what I'm talking about.
All right. What else we got? We got questions, of course. How's Ring Shanks, of course. What else we got? You know, we got a bit of this, bit of that. Spice your takes in the comment. Lot of questions. All right.
A lot of
Lot of
questions.
spicy questions. All right.
Okay.
Now, you get disrespectful, you're gonna get the backhand. All right.
Who are you talking to?
Don't like to see the disrespect. The utter disrespect.
What kind of disrespect?
Well, you know, we'll get to it when we get to the questions. All right.
You're gonna have to dish out. You're gonna throw people out of court.
Well, we don't have the sandball plugged in.
Maybe you should just have pieces of paper lying around, Christian, with nothing on them. So
No,
you
I
can throw
do.
people out of court.
I do
Alright?
have pieces of paper to lie around. That's interesting. All right. What is it?
Because we
What
need
else?
the bid, alright? We need the bid.
I released a chapter of my own comic. All right. Fights happening. All right. You want to see some
Go-
fights?
Go check it out.
Go check it out. All right. There you go. There's that. What are you doing? You doing anything?
Nah.
Nah, doing nothing. All right.
People keep on asking me about cancel odds, and who knows what's gonna
Who
happen.
knows what's happened? But
I want to see King of Lightning's live reaction at some point. He says he's gonna do it.
yeah, you know how he is. Anyway,
But we'll get to it.
when are you ever gonna finish this long proclaimed opening animation?
Who knows?
Is it cancelled? Was it too ambitious? Will it ever be done?
There's a lot going on, right? Production's tight, alright? We're running out of time. There's issues,
No budget.
alright? And, there's no budget. So,
Alright, fair enough. Okay.
anyway, we're going to get into what anime. Nothing happened?
I didn't watch it. You know? Didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Because, Act 2, anime, what's the point?
Sanji.
When's the next hype moment? It's Sanji versus Page 1, right?
Sanji, page 1, maybe Killer Zoro. Big Mom,
If they spice them up.
Kaido,
Sure.
Big Mom Queen,
Sure.
Luffy learning Haki.
Komatsu's entrance, that would be... Natoshi steps in for that, surely. With the water.
Oh, who knows?
Natoshi steps in for that. Alright, so, we got some stuff to talk about. Let's get into the chapter, alright? Chapter 970. Chapter 970. Over here. Chapter title, Odin versus Kaido. And, now that's a generous title,
It happened.
It happened. Generous title. First thing we see, cover page, Capone. Alright.
Where's this going?
Apparently they already defeated the virus pirates.
Sure.
So the kissing disease is still going on.
Spreading around Dressrosa.
Spreading around Dressrosa. Interesting. Alright. What's going to happen there? Who knows? Are we at Olympus levels yet?
Oh, we're far surpassed Olympus.
Oh, have we surpassed Olympus levels?
We surpassed Olympus, alright?
Have we surpassed Olympus?
There's just nothing going on here.
Yeah, but Olympus was like folding pajamas.
It's about the same,
Okay, alright. Well, finally, we're actually into the chapter. Odin and the Scabbards were on a stealth mission to kill Kaido on Onigashima. Alright, so that answers one of our questions from last week. What's the plan? What are they doing? And they go on Onigashima. What happened?
Now, is this where Kinemon gets his plans from?
His grand schemes.
Because this is the plan. Take out Kaido while he's drunk sleeping. Didn't work the first time.
Well, they got intercepted, alright? So, Kaido intercepts him in a field. In Kuri. Or in Udon. No, it's in Udon, yeah. Kaido says, there may be a traitor in your castle now.
Who could it be, Christian?
Who could it be?
The traitor is alive. This plotline's still going on.
Law is confirmed, not the traitor, alright? Confirmed, not Law.
Okay.
20 years ago, we just take Law off the list. Was he ever on the list? Probably not.
This plotline has been put in here. You do know why, Christian?
Because we care so much about it.
Because we're about to go back
and find out who the traitor is.
And find out what's going on with the traitor.
How do we
Oda's like, do you remember the traitor plotline? We left off on that. So maybe we'll get back.
Okay, so in a chapter called Odin versus Kaido, there are far too many pages dedicated to who the traitor is. The question no one cares about. Alright?
Joy Boy cares. Also confirmed not Carrot.
Also confirmed not Random Ink. So it's one of the Scabbards / Shinobu. And it's probably Shinobu.
He put in a lot of effort this week to be like...
It's probably Shinobu. But they also could be a red herring.
But why do that?
Fukurokoju's master plan. I don't know. Alright? She heard the deal. She heard the deal.
Why isn't Kinemon questioning her? What's the story? Why hasn't Kinemon found out who the traitor was? There's a lot of questions. Kinemon hasn't done anything as usual.
Alright. Next bit. Odin asked Kaido if the deal they made was a lie. Kaido confirms, yes, it was a lie.
Yeah, no shit.
You're a fucking idiot. Alright, so the deal was not with Orochi, but indeed Kaido. Kaido is the main dude. He is the big boss, alright? Orochi, just a puppet.
Alright.
We can confirm that now. Alright? We're getting little hints here and there what the deal was, who it was with Kaido. Okay. Kaido tells Odin that if he attacked 5 years ago, perhaps he would have lost the battle. Now, was this due to Moria and the fight?
Well, 5 years ago, Christian, Moria wasn't there.
Exactly. So no. Why are they so weakened? And they only have 1,000
They don't have enough men, Christian. They don't have enough men.
They don't have enough fodder. As usual.
Yeah, the fodder matter. Hyogo, maybe,
But that Ryu.
Who knows?
Kaido apparently beat his head in. So.
Sure. And again, 5 years of starvation and getting fucked up might affect your battle skills.
Okay. So, yeah, we get that confirmation that's with Kaido. Fair enough, alright?
Yeah.
It sees that Odin chose to fight for the sake of casualties. And something to do with boats. Now,
What do you want to say about that, Christian?
again, where's the character development?
Oda gives us the answers why, Christian.
Why
Because you got soft like wiping a Roger.
But we never saw it.
We never saw it. We never got the moment. We never got him learning anything off Roger and Whitebeard.
So we never saw that moment. So I guess we're taking Oda's word for it. That he changed on the seas. Somehow.
He grew to learn that they shouldn't do any casualties.
He learned.
He grew a heart, Christian.
He grew a heart of gold, even though he already had a heart of gold.
He had a heart of gold and already cared about Wano. But he's not wild anymore. He thinks about what things he does. But he was
wild 5
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah. But he learned, Christian, off Roger Whitebeard.
He learned off Roger Whitebeard, okay.
Would be nice to see him learn in real time.
Kaido mocks him, calling him soft, like Roger Whitebeard. They were indeed mighty pirates, but soft.
Classic villain.
Won't do
shut the fuck up.
Right?
You got nothing on those boys.
Alright. He even says to Odin that he is not like the Kazuki of old. Very interesting line. What's the history there? Come on,
Oda.
Does he talking about the old Shogun? What's he talking about?
Kaido has to be part of the old clan with Orochi.
Korozumi? Is he Korozumi?
I think he might be Korozumi.
Can we just get that confirmed so we can patch up all these holes?
That'd be interesting.
Sure.
That'd be something.
Sure.
Exiled from Wano, wants to get his homeland back.
Sure.
It'd be nice.
Can we get that confirmed? Just saying. Can we get something from Kaido? Just a thought, alright?
We get a little taste here, which I don't mind this week, Christian. He actually has dialogue.
Sure, he's got some dialogue, and some people say counter to his original ideology and goals. But have you heard my theory on Kaido's true goal? Have you heard it?
Is it the end war?
No.
What is it?
Kaido not only wants to die, but he wants his death to have more impact than Goldie Rogers. That's why he's gathering all his bullshit, gathering all his strength to have the greatest war in history and change the world more than Roger.
People still think Kaido is the line of hype we got at like 795 when we've had dialogue previous to this that is counteracted to that.
Dude, what do you think about that motivation though?
Solid. We'll see what it actually is. It could have changed in the last 20 years as well though. Like he's just fucking around. No Roger, no Whitebeard.
He's still like when we first see him in that introduction, he talks about Whitebeard's death, how he had a glorious death, how he ushered in a new era. Does Kaido want to be the greatest death of ever?
Like people think Kaido's just a mate man that wants to kill himself, right? There's death there.
Yeah.
Alright, he's more reasonable than people give him.
And also, people say that, like, oh, he was trying to kill himself with Sky Island. But we know now that Apu set that meeting up. Yeah. So...
Also, like, he was scared when Big Mom was turning up. He was concerned, there's relationships there. He's not just, like, a fucking wild man.
Yeah, I think his dream... My headcanon is his dream is to surpass Roger's death by ushering a new era. The greatest era there ever was.
Or just ending it all with his...
Yeah.
Era,
with his death or whatever. Yeah, so I think that's more what his ideology is. Now there might be a few little bits and pieces here or there that counteract that, but
I mean, if he's
compared to the man who just wants to commit suicide, it makes way more sense.
If he's from Wano, from the maybe ancient history stuff, he wants to get revenge on the worlds for what they did to the fucking ancient history. Maybe. I doubt it.
He was with Zebek, and Zebek knew shit.
What if, What if he wants to destroy the world because of the ancient history, right? And that's how Luffy and Kaido team up at the end war.
Oh. Alright. That's out of nowhere, alright?
There you go.
That's out of nowhere.
Take that to the bank.
Alright, so Eric's headcanon exposed. Alright, there you go. So, yeah, the battle starts, alright? The battle starts, Onan charges forward. Yasu is protecting Onan's family, alright? A little off panel there. The Fodder are yelling, "This is the power of the samurai." Now, are they doing really anything that impressive?
We don't see them do anything.
Not really, they're just like in a clash panel, and we're like, alright, they're just blasting through fodder. Is that really legendary strength?
Queen and King, though, they say they're strong. All no right. Jack, because he's 8 years old.
11 versus 1,000 plus Kaido, alright? Yeah. You got Odin to counter that, apparently, alright? So the battle begins. Shinobu joins the battle out of nowhere and claims that she has defected from Fukurokuju's group.
It takes up 6 panels.
Alright. There you go, Shinobu. Shinobu's here. Apparently she has defected. And Odin is like, yeah, alright. So, Queen and King are fucking up the other, fucking up Raizo, fucking up Kinemon. They're bloodied.
What did she do in this battle?
Throw kunai, fuck around, you know. Add 1 to the numbers, you know?
Sure.
So King and Queen are fucking up all the other samurai. Odin tanks a fire breath from Kaido. I think that's fair to say.
Sure, he gets...
There's like a breath panel and a knockback panel. And then...
He got the hit from fucking Roger. He better be taking breaths.
Exactly. Alright?
They say he has legendary stamina, Christian.
They say his strength is legendary in the official, alright?
Oda says that, but... You know.
His strength is legendary, apparently, alright? Not his stamina, his strength.
His strength, what? Far exceeds the enemy's expectations.
Yeah. Alright? And then Odin uses a 2-sword style technique. Paradise Tosuke gives Kaido his legendary scar. Kaido falls to the ground in pain. Now, the lore would suggest that
Enma cut
Kaido. But yet it's a 2-sword style move. Mm-hmm. So, I guess they never mentioned the other blade as it didn't cut Kaido. They're just like, Enma is the blade known to cut Kaido.
Enma is the cooler one, you know?
They didn't say this is the only blade that can cut Kaido.
Yeah.
So, I guess the other blade has also legendary qualities, which again, we don't know.
Do you think my theory of, like, it gives Haki?
It's possible. Kinemon, Momonosuke kicking one-shot Orochi, whatever, you know?
Mm.
But, I don't know how that would work, necessarily.
Curses,
alright. Well, we need some explanation on these legendary swords that can cut Kaido, alright? Because apparently, it's the swords, it's not really Odin's strength, because people scream out the invincible Kaido. I mean, this man fought Roger, Garp, he fought Whitebeard some time ago, 10 years before this, in fact, or 20 years.
It's a bit of both, like, you need to be strong to wield the sword, right?
Sure, but...
So, like, yeah. But they marvel at the sword, not Odin's strength, in when Zoro gets it.
Exactly. So, Kaido falls to the ground in pain. Odin about to attack Kaido again on the ground. Momonosuke calls out to him. Alright? He gets distracted, turns around. Some goons have taken Momonosuke hostage, while Odin is distracted. Kaido just caves his head in from the back with his club. No one can survive the club, alright?
Got bunked in it. No one
can survive.
What do you think? It's just a Thunder Bagua or just like bonk on the head?
It just looks like he got hit with the home run bat from Smash Brothers, alright?
Sure.
Alright?
Like, now, if you had the soundboard plugged in, Christian, this would be the perfect time to
use it. It would be. But it's not, alright?
But, you know, you haven't had the sound plugged in for a while.
No, because we've been through it before, alright? When you hear, we'll plug it in, alright? So, Odin hits the ground. It turns out it wasn't Momonosuke. It was the witch, the Kurozumi witch priest. Alright? You got fooled, Odin. Ha ha ha. Alright?
Yeah.
Now, people saying that Odin is stupid for turning around because he heard his son's voice. Now, I don't have a problem with that, because it's fine. Because it's a split second, and it's not like he follows Momonosuke into a forest.
whatever.
It makes sense enough. People being like, nitpicking that, being like, it doesn't make sense that Odin didn't realize that his son wasn't actually on the battlefield. It's a split-second thing. It's fine. Alright?
Now, Christian...
Apparently people don't understand what logistics means. Alright? Because I said it 1,000 times. The logistics of the situation is fine, but the paneling, the structure, the pacing, not fine. Alright?
Yes, the bare bones, this X, what happened, fine.
Now, what were we going to say? Interrupt me with.
You know, usual streams, drits, whatever, people screaming. Christian, I'm not joining live streams for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Okay? It's just people are screaming about things that don't matter. They're talking about the power scaling. They're talking about Momento Skate. That's not the issue with the art that we're viewing. That's all they want to talk about. It's so annoying. Christian, I want to talk about, you know, structural issues. You know, I want to talk about satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about your nonsense and nuance about fucking how strong Kaido is.
Talking about how dumb Odin is because he turned around for a split second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Who cares?
Alright. So, let's just finish this chapter. Alright? So, Odin hits the ground, one shot. Like Kaido. Just caved his head in. Alright?
Kinda, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. If you get a bong, you got his head caved in. Alright? Got that Thunder Bark treatment. Alright? Got that Monkey D treatment. Alright? So, they're all captured, and people are saying, what are we... They're saying what we're saying. A little too late. They literally said a little too late.
Yeah.
That was disappointing. A little too late. Yeah, we agree. Now, then we get Shinobu walking free somehow.
See, maybe implied Odin was like, fuck you, you're the traitor to get her escape. Maybe, you know.
Is she the traitor or not? Alright, that's the big question.
It's either Denjiro or her, right?
Sure, it could be fucking Riser or fucking some bullshit. Alright, it's one of the scabbers. Plus Shinobu.
But can we just fight Kaido already?
Shinobu walking free. Odin never trusted her. Is she the traitor or not? All the samurai sentenced to death by boiling.
They will escape.
How do the scabbards escape, and how does Odin get killed? Find out next week when there's War of Break, alright?
Yeah.
So that's a chapter. Now, when you get a chapter title called Odin vs. Kaido, you expect more than 2 pages, alright?
Legendary Hour last
week. Legendary Hour. Odin hyped it up last week. Now, it's an issue. Alright, it's an issue. I don't think it's going to impact the Kaido fight at the end of the arc. Because that's going to be like 20 chapters. We all know what it is.
What do you think about Dritz?
Oh, we're calling him out.
That Kaido is now ruined. Absolutely ruined character, destroyed. He's a complete joke now. Do you feel a hatred in your heart for that man?
See, the perception out there from people is damaged. You can't deny that. Right?
But why?
Because it's not like it seemed like it was just Odin getting an attack in. It wasn't some legendary ultimate high diff attack that
was no fucking
split the heavens.
Yeah,
it just seemed like a normal bare bones Zoro onigiri. That's what it seemed like. Like a finishing move, but it's not like some grand Wano splitting attack.
Of him charging up and launching and shit
We
exploding.
needed a massive pull out of like him cutting mountain ranges.
Sure.
And I think it would be fine.
But
it would have the impact, have the...
Shall we have the discussion of how strong these two men are right now? Or do you really not care?
Again, 20 years ago. Alright? 20 years ago.
How strong is Odin? How strong is Kaido?
Kaido and Big Mom are the next generation after Roger and Whitebeard, right?
Sure.
In that, as in like the worst generation, the greatest generation, Kaido and Big Mom are in that next generation, even though they're old as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's like is Kaido Emperor? He's obviously not at his full strength that he is now.
Doesn't have a beard.
He does have a beard. 20 years later, we see what he did to Luffy's head.
The top animal.
Alright?
Now, these two men could be anywhere between Commander level and Yonko level, and we don't know. And does that hurt this chapter?
Yes, because we've got no idea how strong these people are. Here's what I want to save Kaido's face. What? Here's what I want. I want a panel with him and one of the scabbards being like, you should have killed me 20 years ago because now you got no fucking chance, and he fucking kills one of them. Alright? Then face saved. Alright? We need that line somewhere in this war. Being like,
how could people forget, Christian, the devastation to Luffy's face that happened?
Because people don't rate Luffy. Alright? Now, again, I'm going to chuck this down to the attack didn't sell.
Didn't have enough sauce on it.
Didn't sell it. The panel did not sell the attack.
Sure.
We needed Roger versus Whitebeard, island level zoom out shit.
The charging up.
The Haki shrieks. The craziness.
Oda showed us that a couple of weeks ago.
Alright? Now, if we had gone in that, I think this would have been fine. Because then it shows how much of a massive attack this was. Because right now, it seems like Zoro could just go up to Kaido and kill him with his sword. Because you get no indication. Because you could see Zoro doing this exact attack. Right?
Yeah.
You don't get...
when Zoro cut the fucking cliff.
Yeah. You don't get the next level of power that Oden is. Like, you don't get that Roger Whitebeard crazy black streaks. You don't get heaven splitting. There's no Conqueror's Clash. Very strange stuff. Not shown. Like, look at the Luffy versus Kaido fight. Way more attacks, way more interaction. Why didn't we get that?
The whole chapter.
So we can gauge how strong Kaido is. We can gauge how strong Luffy is.
We can get that Oden source, Christian. Oden keeps on telling us that this man has source.
Like, to me, there is no difference between this cut and the cut he did on the Mountain God. What's the difference? It's a different named attack, but it's not the next level.
All of Oden's attacks have no source on them?
You think of Haki.
Like, the Mountain God was like, whatever.
Yeah.
This is like, whatever.
This one's better because, it's Kaido and he's more in shot.
But it's still like, it's not a Zoro slice.
Sure.
When it goes mental.
We should. That's what bums me about this chapter. The art didn't sell the impact. It didn't sell it.
Which is usually pretty good at, because we saw it too.
Like, it didn't sell the legendary cut, the legendary moment, the shock. Were there any shock panels? Just from the goons being like, he cut the invincible Kaido. Yeah, and the fact that Kaido goes down like that, kind of, like, if Zoro gets cut, he tanks it and he moves on. He doesn't be like, I'm on the ground. Alright?
Yeah.
It's a bit... Why did Kaido have to fall to the ground? Was that necessary? Could it have just been a straight up fight and Oden lost? Sure. Like, this character's dead. Doesn't matter that he lost to Kaido. Not really. Yeah.
But listen, alright? Oda showed us his skills with Whitebeard and Roger. One of the greatest panels.
Sure.
For impact,
Yeah.
Why couldn't we have it here? But we got.
Yeah. It wasn't sold. That's the problem.
This whole Oden plotline is bare bones. Let's get it done.
See, Oda he was trying
to... You agree with that, Christian?
Sure. Let's just get it over with. I think... Here's the big thing. From what I'm seeing from this, from what I'm reading for this all hinges on the traitor plotline, which is utter insanity.
It's annoying.
Oden lost because of the traitor, right? Because he would have assassinated Kaido in Onigashima. Oda made it a point at the end of the chapter to tell us about the traitor, Shinobu, that kind of shit. We go back into present day. The traitor fucked up the plans. Wano's in this state because of the traitor, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So the traitor plotline.
Not Odin's stupidity waiting 5 years for no reason.
No,
Not
Odin wants us to think the traitor is the reason why Odin lost.
But Christian, why can't we have the man's rationale of what happened 5 years ago and understand his point of view?
It's gotta be Void Sentry bullshit, dude. You know it has to be.
Yeah, I know, but I want to know
I know.
his point of view because I want to understand his character.
Again, will he say something about opening the borders next chapter?
There has to be a hype speech.
Because if there is no hype speech and nothing about opening the borders,
when he's boiling, there will be a hype speech, and maybe we'll understand this better.
Will he mention the Void Sentry in this hype speech?
No.
I think he has to salvage his flashback. He has to.
It'll be vague, Christian.
He'll be like, "Joy Boy is waiting. Wano can't leave its borders closed."
It'll be like the Legend of the Past, whatever. You know, it's real vague stuff.
Yeah. Will he utter the words "the dawn"?
I want him to say why Kaido and Orochi are wrong, and there will be revenge.
Yeah.
Right. I want him to tell us his ideology and what he learned from Roger and Whitebeard. Right. I want a message to his son and daughter and his scabbards. Right?
Yeah.
And I want a message to the future, to whoever he thinks the future is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We need those 4 things. And with some detail, right? Not one sentence for each.
Well, I think the flashback's over next week, boy. So, or next chapter.
Yeah, we can get a couple of pages of a speech.
But we need Toki and time travel and her relationship. Oh, why does Toki's
not in this flashback.
Toki, why is she from the Void Sentry? And
now, Christian, she's not in this flashback because
she dies. But Eric, she dies next chapter.
Does she?
She quote unquote dies next chapter.
There's a random woman making paper mache or whatever, origami. Maybe that's her body.
Did she travel in time?
Sure.
But apparently they found her body.
But Christian, she's suspiciously not in this flashback at all.
We can't have the time fruit in the current timeline. Alright?
Well, what is Hiyori gonna tell us?
Hiyori's not on the battlefield, so I don't know about that.
Who's gonna tell us the legends of her mother? Because this character's from the Void Century for some reason.
We have to find out next week. We have to find out. Again, we're here in this situation.
It's not gonna happen next week. You know what's gonna happen?
What? Odin dies?
At the end, we have all the poneglyphs and Robin's delivering us the Void Century shit at the end.
Next week. Now, it is flashback.
End of the arc.
End of the arc, sure. But at the end of the flashback, I'm saying.
Yeah, end of that flashback probably next week. Depends if, depends what happens.
Now.
There might be an entire 3 chapters of them escaping prison. You don't know. You don't know what Oda could do. He's a madman.
Yeah, exactly. Scabbers have to escape. Orin has to die. Toki has to They have to travel to Kuri and get teleported to the future.
3 days have to pass.
Exactly.
Could you imagine if we have 3 chapters of them escaping? And we got this chapter this week and last week. Can you imagine?
The classic. Alright. So, there we go. Let's,
Why did you choose to wait 3 days? Why couldn't the execution be that day?
That night. I don't know. Maybe Odin's gonna talk to someone in the prison and tell us everything.
Sure. Maybe he gives us the secret to defeating Kaido, whatever the fuck, you know.
Alright. Now, ratings.
What did I give last week? A 5? I could give this one a 6.5.
6.5 for what?
I like the Kaido characterization.
Okay.
I wasn't enraged. There's hints of maybe something going on.
Yeah.
With Oda's character, maybe. Vagary.
Now, I'm not angry. You know, I'm not angry. Last week I was angry because I felt like...
See, Christian, we're upset last week because the plot is falling apart. We're not mad because, there's no fights.
There's no fights, whatever, yeah. I'm telling you, all that had to change was a couple things in this chapter. It could have gone the exact same way. Let's have a hyper panel of Coda being cut. Alright? Let's also...
If it was just Odin being hype.
Yeah. Let's have a hyper panel of Onan cutting Kado. Let's have Kado not flop over and almost be one shot. Alright? Let's have him be active and up, not fall over and be almost dead. Alright, let's not do that. And it's fine. But, you know, it's a disappointing chapter.
I'll give it a 6. It wasn't as bad as last week.
I'll give it a 5. I gave last week a 4 because I thought that was actually plot breaking and annoying as fuck. This chapter doesn't hurt Kado's image. Yes, but not really because it's 20 years ago and it's like... I don't know what it is. It happened 20 years ago. Do we say Luffy is trash for his flashback when he was 8? No. Do we say Luffy was trash because he lost a crocodile in the pre-time skip? Not really. You know? We're talking about the here and now. Now, some people are using this for Mihawk agendas. Alright? Again. Ridiculous. Alright?
Yeah. Stop.
Kaido, still Emperor level. This was 20 years ago. You gotta remember that. I know you don't want to remember that. And you want to say trash. Kaido sucks.
The Navy are the best.
What Kaido has to do next week, or whenever he shows up again in this war, first thing he has to do, intimidation on the Scabbards, because they haven't really seen him.
That's not even worth anything. You gotta fuck up someone that's worth something.
No, he's gotta say these lines. You should have killed me 20 years ago because right now I'm basically way stronger. We have to get that from someone somewhere. Alright?
Sure.
Maybe Big Mom says it, maybe Kaido says it. Who knows? Alright?
What if Kizaru turns up and he gets one shot?
Kizaru.
Yeah.
Kaido just one-shots Kizaru.
Yeah.
Well, the Bagua, you know? That's not the Bagua.
Spicy.
Spicy. I don't know about one-shot Kizaru, alright? So...
Chapter. Next week we'll get the hype speech.
Now...
Surely the hype speech delivers.
The trader plotline has been going for at least 40 chapters.
Who cares?
At least 40 chapters. This trader plotline... Just tell us who the fuck it is already.
No,
We've been talking about this for almost a year. 40 chapters.
It's on, it's off.
Who's the trader?
He comes back.
Is it Law? No, it is not Law.
It's one of the Scabbards.
Is it Shinobu? Probably it is Shinobu and no one cares.
Why hasn't Kinemon done anything about it? He knows there's a traitor in the midst. Nothing.
He's surprised that there's a traitor, in fact.
But he knows there was one. Maybe they get to the bottom of it next week. Also, when will the people of Wano come to respect Odin again?
Exactly. Again, another panel of the people saying we don't respect Odin.
Maybe when he delivers his speech.
Sure, but then, you know, I don't really do anything about it. But there you go. Well, 10 years later, as I was reminded by, they go on another assault and fail miserably. But...
we have to wait.
But that's 10 years.
We'll do it next week.
But again, where did these loyalists come from? Where were they in this battle? Where were they in this battle?
I think they're
It's 11 versus 1,000. There weren't even any reinforcements.
I don't think he asked for any.
But
He's kind of trolled up.
Kinemon, get them. Alright?
The Daimyo, where are they? They're not really in the plot at all.
The Kazuki, the fucking Yakuza bosses.
Well, they'll take it away already, I think.
Sure, but again, where do these Kazuki loyalists come from?
Like, why did Daimyo of the past not in the plot either? Or he's gone out of his way to like talk about him.
I don't know, but again, you go back to the start of this plot, right? And you've got people in the capital being like, "We have to avenge Odin." Why? They hate him at this point. Is the hype speech going to turn him around and make him a legendary figure once again?
We waited for the hype this week, which we didn't get it. right? Will we get the hype speech next week or next chapter?
It has to be, alright? Otherwise, this flashback is null and void. And the Owen flashback did not do anything for Wano.
Just tie it up. Tie it all up. Give us a speech. Give us something we can rest easy with that speech.
There you go.
Now, I said on Twitter, Christian, that in time people will only remember
the plot points,
their bare bone plot points, and they'll forget what actually, the problems. And Wano will be the greatest of all time. But that's how it just is, Christian, if people could put Skype as number one,
sure,
people could put Wano as number one.
Now, I just want to talk about something real quick.
Yeah, go on.
It's fine to be upset. It's fine to be angry, right? Say your piece about it.
Sure.
But let's not root for One Piece to be bad.
Shout out to Dritz.
Disrespectful, doesn't help anyone, doesn't help anything. You're being spiteful.
Makes you untrustworthy.
If you actively do not get so cynical that you start actively rooting for the series to be bad.
It makes you pretty untrustworthy.
Because we'll never do that. Last week we were upset. We were saying, how do we make this better? Let's hope for next week. Maybe Oda can fix it. Maybe Oda can do this, can do that. You can't lose that hope. Otherwise, you're just cynical. And there's no point talking about One Piece then. Because you want it to be bad. Alright? Don't fall into that trap. Because this is a trap. Alright? Because you're never going to be happy that way. Alright? Just want to say that. Get it out of the way. I don't like to see it.
Cancer, literal cancer.
Don't actively root for the series to be bad. Alright? No one likes that at all. Alright?
Yeah.
Now, next segment. How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Now, there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. They think Dragon's the strongest. They think sweetest man on the planet, Alkayuna's the strongest. They think Mihawk's the strongest. And worst of them all, they think Armor's the strongest. And they're all wrong and they're all incorrect, of course. And every week we come with 100% factual information. And we bring it to the table. And this week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that he will not be fooled by the clone fruit. He will know instantly who it is by his God King observation haki, as he can see the true form of any being. And instantly know who they are, their power, and how much of a threat they are. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Now, on to topic of the show, One Piece live action. It's gonna be a nightmare hellscape. Now, the One Piece live action, we've been hearing about this for years. Started in 2017, we've been hearing about this. One Piece live action, it's coming, it's got a big budget, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be great. Alright? We finally get the news that Netflix has picked it up for 10 episodes. Alright? Tomorrow Studios, I don't necessarily know what they do, how good they are. Production company. You know, it is what it is there, alright?
What are they gonna do?
Alright?
They're gonna start from the start? What's gonna happen?
The budget is rumored to be greater than the Game of Thrones Season 1.
Okay.
Which is a big budget, alright?
I don't think it was that big Season 1.
It was big enough. They got the effects. They got what it's supposed to look like. All that kind of stuff. Now, One Piece live action. What's the scale of this show?
Where do they start?
Where they start.
Is it its own story? I would prefer it to be its own story.
That's what I was gonna say. Now, are they gonna do the Monkey D Straw Hat story? Follow the manga, follow it to a T, do everything there. Is that gonna work in live action format? No.
Will they build the Sunny?
Will they build the Mary?
What are we doing?
See, let's just start it off. First question: what is the scale of the show? Is it the entire One Piece world? We got Marines, we got factions, we got Emperors straight off the bat. What is the scale? Do we have wars off the bat? What's the scale? Do we start small with the Goldie Roger speech?
10 episodes, Christian.
10 episodes, which means we've got to finish with something big.
Sure.
Which is crazy. All right. Now let's talk about the look. What this show to look like? We don't want it to look like a sitcom. All right. All right. We want. Do you want to? I'm picturing Pirates of the Caribbean look. All right.
Yeah, sure.
A bit saturated, a bit dirty, a bit. Grimy, a bit. But I'm picturing Pirates of the Caribbean look. All right. The effects, the most important thing. Are they going to give Luffy stretching powers?
They have to. What do you mean?
It's gonna be horrific in live action.
We'll see what they do.
Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four comes to mind.
Hope they do it right.
Awful. Alright? Is Zoro gonna have a third sword in his mouth?
What shade of green will his hair be?
That's not the important thing. Is Zoro gonna have
important.
Is Zoro
dumb or okay?
But Eric, is Zoro gonna have a third sword in his mouth?
Of course he's gonna have a third sword in his mouth. What do you mean?
How is that possible for the actor to do? Does he have a green stick in his mouth and they CG it in?
He's just carrying a katana in his mouth.
What are we doing? Flying slashes? Are we doing massive explosions? Are we gonna go One Piece or are we gonna go grounded?
What about Frankie?
Well, Frankie, is season 20, alright?
Are we just gonna have Brooke as a CG man?
Well, in Pirates of the Caribbean it works, you got the skeletons.
Very
they're
expensive.
cool.
Very expensive.
Very expensive, sure. Alright?
It's a straight up CG character.
Yeah. Alright? What's Nami gonna look like? Nami's fine. Nami's grounded enough, alright?
Nami's easy.
Nami's easy. Usopp, let's not do the nose.
Yeah, just skip all the nose.
Skip the nose. Sanji,
definitely skip the lips.
Well, they just choose an actor, right? They're not going to put prosthetic lips on Sanji, right? On Usopp, right?
You don't know that. They could, We don't know how bad we're going.
See, how they're going to do the shanks scene? Are we going to get the gore? CGC monster? See, here's the thing I want. Strip it all back. Let's go grounded. Let's tell the story. Let's not do fucking... Here's Luffy. Stretchy powers. Can pick up boulders. Can fucking throw shit. Let's not have Zoro throw a hotel building in Alabasta. Alright? Let's not do that. Alright? Is there gonna be... Look, 10 episodes, what do you want in there? What, feasibly, are they an hour long? What's going on?
Surely they're an hour long. Look, this is what I think it's going to be. Like, it doesn't make any sense unless they, do their own thing with all the Straw Hats together.
Or they do a complete other group of pirates, and the Straw Hats are just in the story. Around.
No.
Can't do that for marketing purposes.
It's a marketing piece, Christian. They have to have all the Straw Hats in there, and it will be...
Sure. All of them off the bat.
Yeah, the crew will be full, and we'll do our own solo journey.
We're not doing it off the bat. Because the whole thing about early One Piece is gathering those crew members.
But who said it was early?
We're just skipping straight to a point.
Yeah, post-time skip.
Post-time skip? What if it is post-Pyro King Luffy?
You gotta talk about...
We're telling old stories or we're telling new stories?
No, you gotta talk about, right?
What?
The marketing. This is all marketing, right? So we're marketing the iconic characters that we have now. So it's just gonna be post-time skip
for the 2020 Olympics, you would assume.
Yeah, but you have to have them post time skip because we're in post time skip now, and all the characters will be there, and it'll be like we're gonna fight some dumb villain on this
Yeah,
island.
but the designs aren't gonna match the cartoon designs. You know, Usopp's not gonna have the nose.
He might have the nose.
Just gonna put putty nose on him? Nah, ridiculous. Just get an actor, alright?
But like, yeah, it'll be all post time skip designs, and they'll fight some random villain. Otherwise, it like doesn't work. What are
Now,
you gonna do? From Future Village? What are you gonna do?
that's the thing. Where do we like? I want to go small scale. I don't want to go big scale. Stupid fucking bullshit in live action. How are they gonna do the Fishman in live action? How are they gonna do Arlong?
I mean, you could do Arlong Park, but
How are you gonna do Arlong live action?
it didn't. You know, that's too difficult.
Is it gonna look right?
It just depends on how to design it, and if it's all coherent. No one's gonna be happy either way.
Now, the question. I know this is gonna come up.
What?
Why isn't the cast fully Asian?
They're not.
I know they're not. And Otis commented on an ethnicity, but the articles are gonna come out. This is being whitewashed. The only Asian one is actually Zoro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie's American.
Frankie's American, Luffy's Brazilian.
If you couldn't tell from him screaming hamburgers and cola.
Yeah.
It's super.
So, I don't want to see those articles when they're coming. I know they're already writing them up.
Come on.
They're already writing them up.
It's a global adventure. Why are they all Asian?
It's already being written up.
The only Asian islands that exist are Wano and what is it, Kano
Country, yeah.
And is it Chinese and Korean or just Chinese? The Hapu Navy's from the Korean one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then there's the Chinese one. Chinese island for the whirlpools, right? With the dude with the dragon tattoo.
No, that's the same island.
Is it?
Yeah, Kano.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't want to see those articles, alright?
Who will be Shanks? Because Shanks has to be in the show. Luffy's origin has to be in
now,
this at some point.
We've had something similar. I'm not going to say similar, but we've had something like the Witcher series come out on Netflix.
Big success.
Big success, big actor. Now, I'm guessing that only worked because of the big actor. We need one big actor to play Luffy.
You know, post Game of Thrones people looking, maybe they're hungry, you know.
Yeah. Sure. But it only works because of...
But who's going to play... Who would play Luffy? Who's like...
We need a kid. A skinny kid.
Young kid. Maybe Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland would be okay, I guess. He's kind of like thinnish, weird.
Sure.
He's big enough. Tom Holland would work. He kind of stretches. He kind of swings around already, you know.
Sure, but Tom Holland can't be locked down in a series.
But who? I don't know. I don't know. Kids, like 18,
20, 20-year-old kids.
Right, if they can get Superman in The Witcher, right? They can get Tom Holland
in the One Piece world.
Yeah. What is the chat saying? Is there new people have people saying Mark from Stranger Things?
Some guy from Stranger Things.
The people going like the short hats from X places. It's just like an approximation. Yeah. They don't actually like Brazil doesn't exist in One Piece. Yeah.
Yeah. But we know. All right. We know what I don't want to see those articles. All right. But we're gonna see them. All right.
People like, is it Luffy Brazilian? Get a Spanish actor. Pedro Pascal's too old.
Sure. All right. Is he doing Mandalorian?
All these cunts are too old. They have to be at least like 22.
Just get a new kid. All right. But we need someone on the poster to sell this series.
What is this? Mass market appeal?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Specifically, it was mentioned in the press slip from Netflix that One Piece has sold over 460 million copies. So, I think they're going for a big audience.
Big plays.
All right. Now, is this going to be a disaster?
Now, this dude needs to be thin, and it needs to be cut, and it needs to be jacked.
Sure.
I don't think Christian Netflix. We've had The Witcher in 2020. I think people understand
anime.
What's going on. There's fans of it now.
But this reminds you of Dragon Ball Evolution. Certain things don't work in live action.
Sure. We're worried about the stretchy powers. I saw a render of Robin from a fan, Christian. Pretty good CG artist. It looks horrific. Robin's power.
Sure. But that could be used in interesting ways.
Sure.
All I'm saying is scale it down. You can have the powers, scale it down.
Is Nami going to be a porn star? Is Robin going to be a porn star? Who knows?
I mean, originally not. You know. Post-time skip, different story. Alright? So...
Krisha, why do you keep on saying, why do you think it's all post? Is it 100% going to be post?
We're just going to skip straight to post-time skip.
It's going to be its own story.
No, you have to start with the Goldie Roger speech, into the 4Kids rap.
No, the Goldie Roger speech will be at the front, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
It might even be the opening title sequence.
Yeah.
Right? But, don't think this is for children, first of all.
I think we're going for... we haven't got a rating yet. We haven't got a rating.
Probably young adult. There's no way you can start from the start, because it'll never finish. Like, what's the end goal if you start from the start? To have 1,000 seasons?
Just tell your own story. Get Luffy to Pirate King another way. Alright? Have the characters do it a different way.
But that's not the point. It'll be an island adventure.
But tell me, what's the point of this? What is the point? Just have the same story in live action?
No, this is what I'm telling it's going to be. Right? Post-time skip, own island, just to get a taste. It'll be filler.
What are we getting a second season of this show?
Maybe.
Will the Asian market make this show go for 20,000 seasons?
The Asian market probably will.
Because America and the West aren't really going to give a fuck. I think it's going to catch on here. Unless they heavily market it.
It might. Depends how it's marketed, depends how it's done.
Yeah.
Because, like, superheroes, big deal. You know, Netflix, big deal.
Yeah.
People hear about it all the time.
Sure.
But this is what I expect. Right? Our episodes, we get Luffy's backstory.
Where does it finish? What's the finish moment and make you want to watch season 2? Is it Ace's death? Is it Marineford? Do we finish Marineford?
What are you talking about? We're not doing Marineford.
How are we not doing Marineford?
It's 10
the most
episodes.
iconic arc of the series. We're not doing Marineford. What are we doing?
I think we're completely on two different pages here.
What do you think we're doing? We could start. Where are we starting from?
This is where we're starting from.
Okay.
Post time skip X time period.
Random time period.
Random post time skip time period.
Okay. Who's in it? Straw Hats.
Straw Hats. And
Who
it's
else?
going to be a random island with a random villain. That's what it's going to be.
For 10 hours.
Yes.
And it's one adventure.
Might be a couple of islands. We're gonna get the island feel. Get that pirate Caribbean shit going. You know. Yeah. Give me skeletons. You know. Give weird fruits, ships, all that shit. Maybe they get shipwrecked on an island. You know.
I think season 1, like, we don't. Oda's whatever.
You can't just drop people into Marineford. What are you talking about?
You can't just drop people into post time skip.
Yes, you can.
You drop people to start and you gather the crew because that's how you get attached to the characters.
We're going to get a crew member. We're going to get all the crew members in one arc.
We're going to get Zoro. We're going to get Nami. We're going to get Usopp. We're going to get Sanji. That's what we're going to get. Longtown, final episode.
I don't know. This is already... See, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big problem.
What do you even do with this series?
This is the big problem when you even start.
Here's the thing. I just want to do something different. Just tell your own story. And start from the start.
Sure.
Because we already have the anime, we have the manga. The anime is already this mass appeal. Why are we doing a live action? Just put One Piece on Netflix.
Great characters you can get involved with. You know, depth there.
Yeah. Now, are we going wacky comedy? Are we doing it?
Wow. There's a lot of...
Is Luffy just going to be Jack Sparrow?
Probably.
Alright?
Yeah.
Being stupid, flailing around, quips.
It'd be a good time.
Alright.
I think that Christian. When is this? We got a timeline on this? When this is coming out?
No, but Netflix is on board.
Okay.
Has picked it up for 10 episodes.
Yeah, and Braga is correct. Marineford is not gonna happen. It makes no sense with
Season 10, baby, Marineford.
We're not, if you say so.
Alright, season 10. Get that CG Whitebeard, who's 8 feet tall. Or 10, however be 11 feet tall, alright? There you go. Live action, we'll see it, we'll watch it. I mean, when that first trailer drops, we'll be there to meme.
Maybe it's good.
Maybe it is good.
We're in 2019, 2020, Christian.
Dude, I just think they just have to scale it right back. Just strip it back.
Don't go crazy.
We can't have Mihawk cutting a ship in the trailer. We can't have Arlong's dumb face in the trailer. We can't have Luffy stretching in the trailer. Because we're gonna get that Sonic bullshit. Alright? That's just gonna look like. It's gonna look horrific. Zoro cannot have 3 swords in his mouth. I'm sorry, he can't do it.
It's because it's too dumb.
It's too dumb. How's that gonna work? Is the sword just CG?
Anime looks real bad in live action.
Sure, because it's a cartoon, you know? It's a cartoon. You can't do it. Alright? Even Bleach looks ridiculous in live action. That's just swordsmen throwing beams.
Yeah.
So, is it possible?
They're good an uphill battle.
Yeah, definitely uphill battle. Alright, so that's the topic of the show. One Piece live action, maybe we'll see it this year. I don't know.
Probably not this year.
Well, I think at the end of the year we'll see it.
We'll see a trailer.
Netflix moves fast. We'll see it. We'll see a trailer by the end of the year at least.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, now on to the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. We're here.
If you want to submit your Thunderdome
matchups.
entries, matchups, Patreon / Red Force Podcast, $5 tier add up.
Yeah.
You can submit to the Thunderdome.
Now, Jordan Lee once again comes in.
The only one commenting on these threads.
Hey, man, he's the only one commenting when he gets in.
Yeah.
He's picked.
Yeah.
Don't let this one man decide the order
matchup.
of the Thunderdome, of the matchups. Because your favorite character could get knocked out by a bad matchup. And you don't want that to happen. I know you don't. Alright? Doflamingo got knocked out last week because he went up against Rayleigh.
Just a little power scale clarification, Christian.
Sure.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with Odin? What are we gonna do with all the Wano characters? We're gonna do it. What do you think? Just get to it when the Thunderdome's over. Get to it while
I think maybe, yeah, we'll maybe talk with the show. We can do the power scale. Like when is it next week? Because no chapter next week.
Sure, maybe we could do it in the off.
In the off weeks, add characters to the scale. Yeah.
All right.
We can do it. We can rejig characters. All right. Jordan Lee has an interesting matchup for us.
Yeah, Christian, if you like these power scaling fight videos, subscribe to the channel.
Sure.
There you go.
We are not breaking them out, so you're going to have to watch the whole thing.
Well, there's time codes, Christian.
There's time codes, all right. Pre-time skip, Alkainu versus Douglas Bullet. Now...
Is pre-time skip Alkainu on the list?
No. It's current day Alkainu. So we're going to have to... We can't allow pre-time skip Alkainu.
It's going to have to be...
It's going to have to be current day Alkainu, which is like... We're just pulling feeds from Marineford anyway.
Yeah.
So like...
Maybe
sure, he's gotten stronger, but...
There could be more sauce on it. We don't know.
We don't know. So we're going to have to go from Marineford. This is current day Alkainu versus Douglas Bullet from the movie Stampede. Now, we all know ridiculous shit happened in that movie. Alright?
Yeah.
Now, Bullet pros. He's got us listed the pros for Bullet. The ridiculous man. Has better hand-to-hand and seemingly better armor and haki. Shown destroy... Then Alkainu, I guess Alkainu hasn't shown shit, but he's shown Ryo with that deflect of that Whitebeard Quake. So...
Who's to say?
Who's to say it with that one? Who's to say it with that
It's
one?
on,
Better hand-to-hand? I don't know about that. That's a stretch.
Whitebeard one arms him.
Sure, but that's the anime, alright?
There is a paddle.
Alright. But I don't know about that. I don't necessarily know about better hand-to-hand, Jordan.
It's hard to say about haki and hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
He is a Marine soldier, presumably training for his entire life.
Yeah. Shown destroying all the supernovas with no Devil Fruit using his Devil Fruit and stronger armor and haki than Gear 4 Luffy. Is that factual?
We're talking about Bullet?
Yeah.
He does cop Snake Man.
He just tank it, that's true.
He does fucking punch Luffy.
But he doesn't do the Katakuri hot fist shit when he punches Luffy. So...
I don't know about better armor.
I don't know about better armament.
But good armor haki. He does fuck up Luffy in Gear 4.
Bullet wins close combat 1 versus 10 Supernova plus Usopp.
That's true.
But would Alkainu do the same thing?
He does spleen blitz at the same amount of men that are supposed
I
to be
feel
shot.
like Alkainu would do the same thing though.
Is he fast?
Why not?
I don't know.
Kaido's fast. Thunder
Sure.
Bagua.
I guess speed is like
It's weird.
ridiculous
Yeah.
weapons anyway, but
And we got the the red hound attack. Yeah. Alright. But base stats, overall physical strength, speed. You can throw a huge ship, out muscle gear for easily, and tank a ton of attacks. Arguably, Alkainu has better durability and endurance than that, debatably, because he copped that Alkainu punch. Now, these stats are important, but I think the most important factor is indeed the devil fruits. We're talking whatever the fuck Bullet's devil fruit is.
Clink fruit, Christian. How could you forget?
Yeah, he can fuse anything. Alright? He can become anything. He can fuse anything or whatever. And then we've got Alkainu, the red dog, a magma. Alright?
Magma-kun.
A magma-kun. Alright? Punching holes through Whitebeard, massive lava eruptions. Now,
can Bullet control the lava?
this is the fucking problem with Bullet. I'm gonna say no because of Alkainu's intent with his lava, and it's part of him, therefore it's part of his soul. Yeah, you can't control lava, but
it is solid mass. It is solid mass.
But it is him. Can Bullet absorb other people?
But what if he does the meteors? Is that still part of him? No.
Well,
He's ejecting the lava.
sure,
The
but
eruption-
like,
can he control the eruptions, Christian?
but
Can
like he
use that
doesn't
lava
absorb
against-
cannonballs. He just tanks them. You know what I mean?
If
Just,
he's talking with the ground, he's using it in that way. Can he use the lava against him?
all right.
Create
Bullet
some kind of lava golem.
Bullet has a broken devil fruit, but has poor use of it and not very creative using it. As we see in the movie with the bullshit CG smoke monster,
True.
but apparently splits arms with it. So powerful, can add haki to that. Apparently,
Yeah.
they say there's haki on it. There's
There
a
is
haki
haki,
shell
yeah,
all around this
go
creature.
blue.
Alright?
Yeah.
Does take a combined effort between Zabo, Rob Lucci, Boa, Law, Luffy to penetrate this shell.
That's true.
But again, Alkainu has the magma. How can we forget that?
Does fuck up that iceberg.
That's true. Does shoot massive lava plumes out of the ground. Alright. Said to be equal to the Dark King in Prime. Now that's some sauce for Douglas Bullet.
Bullet, yes.
That's some massive sauce for Douglas Bullet. Now some people say Rayleigh indeed is Admiral level in that time period. And we have put Bullet on Admiral level. So let's not say this is a complete wash. Alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Feat of destroying a country.
Now his devil fruit is probably more impressive.
Yeah. Bullet's devil fruit, fucking bullshit. Alright?
His body is beef.
Now, here's the problem with the Thunderdome environment. You may see the Valkyrie statue in the background.
Yes.
Now, Bullet could take control of that. Alright?
Take control of the entire island.
Could take control of the entire island.
There is water
There is
surrounding-
water surrounding the entire island, though. So, that
Does that
might be a
affect him?
factor in the
I think that
Thunderdome.
affects-
Might be a factor. Now,
Now, clearly we're leading to Arcano, obviously.
we're leading towards Alkainu, but we can't disrespect Bullet because we did put him on that Admiral level when we did the power scale.
He's busted speed, Christian.
But a speed ridiculous. Tanking,
Speed blitzes
anything.
Snake Man.
King Kong gun, baby. Let's not forget that.
King Kong, yes.
The King Kong Gatling, let's not forget that.
That didn't happen.
Let's not forget the King Kong Gatling, the stupid movie bullshit, or the King Kong Gatling into this man. Alright?
That defeats him. Can Arcano
Now-
cop a King Kong?
Now, apparently one King Kong KOs Mingo into the oblivion.
Look, we all saw it. It wasn't a legit King Kong battle. Alright? It was not a legit King Kong
They
battle.
say King Kong Gatling and the
That
King
was literally- it was
King
lit-
Kong
It
gun.
was. I'll take the King Kong gun, but I will not take the King Kong Gatling. It just
Why
looked
they
like
just called the Emperor Kong gun? Why'd they call the King Kong?
Because it's stupid.
Stupid shit, alright? Alright? Stupid
Shout out
shit.
to Bo in that movie.
Shout out to Bo in that movie, alright?
Respect Bo, alright?
Alright. Destroyed a whole country with his bullshit devil fruit and survived a buster call at a young age, alright?
Brago, Mingo's getting his ass water shot by that.
Mingo's getting one shot by King Kong, alright?
Regardless of stamina, alright? Everyone knows that. I know you love Mingo, but...
It is what it is. It is what it is there.
He did split the entirety of Dressrosa in half.
He did get destroyed.
He did fall the planet, so...
I mean, Mingo was almost defeated by a combination of Gear 4. We got... one Rhino Schneider, one Kong Gun.
Mingo's getting knocked out by that King Kong.
Mingo's getting knocked out by King Kong. If Luffy hit with that Leo Bazooka before he runs out of Gear 4, he would have won.
I'm talking about fresh Mingo.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
King Kong Gun. Straight
King
up one
Kong
shot.
gun knocks him out. I don't know for how long. Alright?
Is it the same amount of knockout time when he was stuck in the plateau when he gets Leo Bazookaed into it?
He's knocked out. He's unconscious.
He's unconscious. He's dead. He's down. Okay.
Yeah.
King Kong Gun, very impressive. We only see it once in canon. We see it all the time in the anime. Apparently Kaido...
We've only seen it used once in canon, and it was stupid.
Alright. Apparently Kaido just tanks that shit, so...
Maybe the best physical fight in the story, in canon.
Alkainu Pros. Broken Devil Fruit. Oda hyped up this Devil Fruit to be the strongest destructive powered Devil Fruit.
Sure.
DC. Attack potency is higher than bullets, and possibly can even one-shot anyone below the elite armament Haki level. You know, that's conjecture. Jinbei didn't get one shot, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Jinbei tanked it. Alright? Didn't get one shot. Just had a hole through his body, alright? Hasbio to because of the thing he did in Marineford with the bubble. I mean, that's not confirmed Ryo, but we assume it's Ryo when he blocked the Whitebeard punch with the force palms that the Admirals did. Has armored Haki. We know what Haki has, alright? More versatile with his Logia. Does Bullet
through ground?
Does Bullet have future sight? Can Bullet really hurt Alkainu? We know Alkainu has pre-break as seen in Marineford.
Conqueror's Haki. We don't know.
But we see Alkainu with pre-break, so he has very good observation Haki at the least. Alright? We know this to be true. Alright? We see it. Marco tries to hit him. First commander. Comments on the armored Haki, but pre-broke it, so he didn't do any damage. So, Alkainu has pre-break. We all know that. Alright? Insane endurance.
I just think the penetrating damage is too much for Bullet.
Insane endurance, as he did cop the enraged Quake Punch from Whitebeard.
Yeah.
He had a 10-day battle with Kuzan. We all know that. Alright.
Shoutouts to Brago in the chat, just defending Mingo.
Oh, this is a bad
apparently Mingo's got better endurance than Katakuri. Even though Katakuri fought for 12 hours and Mingo fought for like what?
My thing is, if Mingo didn't get saved by Luffy running out of Gear 4, he would have got one shot. He would have died there. He would have been out there. Yeah. So, there's that, alright? Luffy was dominating Gear 4.
No one talks about the plot convenience with Dota Mingo.
Sure. No. Okay. Alright. We're not talking about Dota Mingo, though, alright? Alright? A negative to Alkainu would not fight the God King. Alright? That's a negative. Would not fight the God King. So, something to say about that, alright?
20, standing there. Now, contrary to what people are saying, right? They say Alkainu didn't do anything because of Sengoku's orders. Okay. Right? That's what people say. Sure. But Shanks has time to grab the hat, throw it to Buggy, right? Deliver his speech. And then talk to Blackbeard.
Now, here's the thing with this Thunderdome, right? We're going to take into account the environment. Because the arena not that big.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Alkainu can erupt the entire platform. Risky maneuver, alright? Covers the entire platform in an eruption. Now, does the island... Now, a question that has to be answered. Does the island contain a lava vein that Alkainu can use? Is that allowed?
What is the deal with the Logis? Can they manipulate the elements?
Yes, as seen by Crocodile. So, the dome itself is a full sphere going underneath the island. So there is no lava to grab. Alkainu cannot grab lava.
He does summon it. By his body.
Yeah, but he can also control it because fucking Crocodile gets a buff in the desert.
Yeah, we know.
He says that.
We know.
So he can generate, he can control. We know that, alright? So I'm gonna say Alkainu cannot erupt the environment.
Listen, Brago's in the chat standing for Alkainu, alright? Brago, tell us about
Alkainu's gonna win. What do you mean?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, what? Tell us about his.
We can't. I'm just saying we can't discount Bullet.
I know, but we're basically giving it to him because he's hot, because of the source.
The Devil Fruit attack potency cannot be denied. All right.
Sure. I
think Alkainu wins this fight. Bullet, extremely impressive character. All right, ridiculous defensive feats, comping that Snake Man like it's nothing. Kind of defeated by King Kong Gatling? Question mark.
Get shit twisted, alright? Admiral level, nowhere near Admiral level. Let's not get twisted, alright?
Factual, alright? But loses this fight due to the fact that I think Alkainu would do the same thing to the Supernova. Well, what are we talking about?
I don't know about the... Yeah, probably.
Alright? Alkainu... probably can tank
by like Crocodile and shit, you know. He might get
stalled out a little bit, whatever. But I think Alkainu cops. He has the coping. He cops the enraged Quake Punch. Now he goes down for 10 minutes. People don't talk about that.
And that's an L.
That's an L. But he does get back up. Right. So I'm gonna give this one to Alkainu. Bullet, very impressive specimen. We can't deny this specimen of Bullet.
Also, Bronco's saying Hawking blooming. Are we taking that into account in these high fights?
We can't do that. We cannot. We have no idea how it would bloom, what level it would bloom at. We can't quantify that at all.
And he says Hawking blooming only works for Luffy. I would quantify that. It only works for the Straw Hats.
That's true. It works for Usopp, all right?
And allies. Straw Hats.
Sure.
All right.
All right. So no Haki blooming in this dome. All right. It's a anti-Haki blooming dome.
Alkainu wins because of the source, because of the penetration, alright?
Because of the Devil Fruit. How can we deny the power of the magma? I mean, Bullet's Devil Fruit is a non-factor. It's just bullshit.
Alkainu's greatest asset is that penetration.
Sure. And Bullet's Devil Fruit is a non-factor. Because he's worse in the mech. We can all agree with that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Alright. And that's the Thunderdome. You want to be involved in the Thunderdome? Go over the Patreon, give us $5, give us a suggestion. You can say whatever you want about... No, you can't say whatever you want about Doflamingo, because he was eliminated last week.
He was.
So
early.
You can say whatever you want about Alkainu.
Totally gone for those high tiers first.
He's gone for those. He's knocking out all your favorite characters. So get on that, alright? Get on that. Yeah. Next segment. The question corner.
Live question corner. Let's go.
Live. We're in the question corner. Live, spicy question corner, alright?
Now let me get my man's first question in here that he sent me through Twitter, Christian, okay?
Alright, who's your man?
It's from Strix.
Alright.
He wants to have a small discussion about Law. What's his role? What's he doing? All that kind of shit. What do you think? Is it about the D? What do we think about Law?
Law, are we talking about Law in general or Law in Wano?
Law in Wano, what's his role coming up in the story? What's he doing?
Law is an ally here and now.
Yeah.
That's all he's going to be. Do I want more for Law? Yes. Is he going to betray Luffy? Probably not. We don't necessarily know why he wants to be Pirate King. We don't know what his goal is. He already achieved his dreams of getting revenge for Corazon.
Yeah.
Law's in a tough spot. I feel like he's going to do something big in this war. Is he going to die? Maybe.
Probably not.
He's too much of a fan favorite to die in my eyes.
Also, if people expect him to die, what's the point?
The fangirls will lose their mind if Law dies. All right, we can't have that. All right, we need to sell that Law merch. Law can't die. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I don't think Law's dying. I think he's gonna stick around, help Luffy until Wano's over, and then he's gonna go his separate way, and we'll never hear. We'll hear about him at the end, basically. I don't know if he's gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
Because basically he's a straw hat at this point, you know.
There you go. But maybe, hopefully, we get some depth of character.
Sure.
That is revealed to us.
Sure.
As to what he's doing.
Yeah. All right.
That's crucial. From
Cameron. Does Oda still care of his story, or do you think he just wants to end it? Here we go. The spicy hot takes.
Disrespect.
The spicy hot takes. Off the bat. All right. Things like 955 Enma, where Zoro received a magical sword, seemingly, which seems completely botched now, that we know Enma isn't the only special sword, because the other sword, Kakato, is just retconned.
Both his swords were special.
It's just a big issue. Now, again, we go to the official, and it says Enma is a legendary sword that can even cut Kaido. It doesn't say the other one can't cut Kaido. It never says that.
The other one was hyped up as well. It was not. They're heaven and hell.
Yabana Nakiri or some bullshit. Alright?
Yeah.
I probably butchered that, but whatever.
It's like the heavenly sword or whatever.
Yeah. It was never stated that it couldn't do it, and that Enma is literally the only thing that can do it.
Yeah.
It's like Enma's the sword that even could cut Kaido. Alright? Because Zoro had it in his hands. Basically, that's why they were saying that.
It didn't say the other one, couldn't
you could spin it however you want, but like, I don't think Oda would just fucking just forget about that. I don't know about that. You know?
And Momo's got it. Momo will have it.
Momo will have it, which gives him a reason to be able to defeat Orochi.
Maybe.
Whatever, things like that. I don't necessarily see that much as a big issue there. Alright?
Yeah.
Also, the fight wasn't that good. It's been hyped up for years. Is Wano going to live up to the hype? We're here in this chapter, we explained it during the chapter discussion. Like, I'm telling you, if Oda had sold this attack with way more hype, again with a crazy zoom out of mountains being cut, of the heavens being split, Haki blast, people getting knocked out, it would have been, no one would be complaining. I'm telling you right now, no one would be complaining. The problem is, the cut seemed like, if you replaced Odin with Zoro, you wouldn't tell the difference. You wouldn't know the difference, right? You wouldn't know the difference. It's just like, why is this some legendary man who does this legendary thing? So, is this chapter disappointing on the action-wise? Yes, it's disappointing.
On the art-wise?
Weird choice. I don't know why we have to do that much of a close-up on the cut. We don't even get Kaido's full head in the shot.
He's a big boy, though.
He's a big boy, that's fair, but zoom it out, give us the aftermath of the attack, sure. A nice double page spread of the range and the magnitude of this grand attack. Give us the build up. Give us the Haki streaks that we saw with Roger and Whitebeard. No, I'm telling you, if that was in there, I'm sure the anime is gonna do some crazy zoom out bullshit.
We got Big Mom, we got Kaido, we got Luffy, the Straw Hats, Zoro, San. We got shit happening. All right.
Again, don't get so cynical that you disengage and you don't care anymore, or don't go even further and actively root for the series to be bad, because then why are you even here?
Why are you in the conversation if you're actively rooting for it to be bad?
Yeah, you're just a troll at this point. You got nothing to really contribute to the series if you're just gonna say everything's just gonna be bad. All right, we want to be positive. We wanna think about what could be good. We don't want to think about what could be bad, because like, what's the point of doing that? We're just setting ourselves up, I guess, for like some sort of calling it. I guess that's your only satisfaction you can get out of that. But then you're calling the series you love to be bad, which is like, how is that satisfaction? I don't want to. Whatever. All right. From Mari, how is Kaido trash now when we already knew Odin cut him? It's not like he was a Yonko back then, Are people being dumber? Are people getting dumber, or do they just like complaining? People complaining at why Onan looked away are stupid. If you hear or see your child in danger, you gotta look away. The chapter was meh, but only because with the title, with the expectations of more of a fight, it was rushed. But people calling Odin or Kaido trash need to work on their reading comprehension. An angry comment. I think a somewhat justified comment. Again, I think it's more of an execution art problem than anything else.
Odin's supposed to be a legendary figure, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't been built up properly.
Again, we were saying this. But we were saying this at the start of the Odin flashback. We were saying, what if Odin only loses because he gets gimped?
We've been saying it.
We've been saying it for so long. Like we had an inkling that this would happen. Like we weren't like, does Kaido look bad? Yes, it's 20 years ago.
People want Kaido to be emperor level here for various agendas. The Moria agenda, that Navy agenda makes Kaido look bad. All this shit. There's many agendas.
Sure, strip away the agendas. I get why people are disappointed that Kaido looks weak because, again, he falls over, he flops over, he's helpless. I don't know why Oda would necessarily do that. You don't need to do that. Do you really need to sell us Odin that much? Kind of hurts Kaido a little bit. Yeah, like, again, the whole thing about Momono, like, Odin is somehow the most stupid character by just doing a glance at the voice of his son.
His child.
I think that's ridiculous. Like, if you hear the voice of your child, you gotta look behind you. Yeah. It's not like he was completely fooled for tens of minutes. He follows him into some secluded area and then he gets one shot. That's not what happens. He turns around, he glances, lets his guard down for a split second, Kaido capitalizes. Mm-hmm. It's not some sort of crazy ultimate scheme that he gets fooled by. It's just a slight mistake in battle because he cares about his son. Fair enough. I don't necessarily hate that aspect of it. Do I hate that he only lost because of a gimp?
Was that just there to end the fight quickly?
I feel like it's there to make us feel bad for Odin. Like, Odin only lost because he got gimped.
Doesn't really. Nothing really works about this whole thing.
Yeah, I get it's a whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
I get your frustration, Mara. I get your frustration, alright? People going too hard. Again, don't go back in the story and start saying Dressrosa's trash, Alabaster's trash now. Don't go back, alright? Let's stay here, alright? Why are we going back and just nitpicking all of One Piece now? You know what I mean?
Who's doing that?
I've seen it around in Discord. People have been like, oh, this is what always happens. Odin's always been trash. Get out of here.
Why are there so many agendas in these communities?
I don't know what it is. I guess it's because One Piece is the top dog, so people have to come out of the woodwork. They're not necessarily fans. They want to take it down. They think other series deserve the limelight. Whatever, dude.
Alright, next question.
From Dev. If Odin hadn't died at 39, do you think he and a healthy Wano, 20 years older Kinemon, Rise of Shesho, could take a Yonko's crew in the present, including people who switched to Orochi's side? No, there's no way. Because here's the thing. Kaido, not Emperor 20 years ago. Emperor now, we see what Emperors do. They destroy, they one-shot.
Odin 20 years though, Christian.
Is Odin Emperor in 20 years?
I think so.
Is he Emperor level? Okay. I guess that's an interesting hypothetical. It's such a Emperors are like outlier special cases. You know.
He did have an Emperor childhood.
He did have an Emperor childhood. But it's kind of like, does he have that peak? I don't know. Does he have that ambition? I guess opening the borders, does that require that strength? I mean, he almost beat Kaido.
It might require that strength to defend the borders.
Sure. Alright. From Drix. Why is Oda rushing the arc? He has been waiting wanting to draw for years. Wano and this flashback were disappointing. I don't see how this is supposed to surpass Marineford when we don't care about the characters and every plot point is rushed. Again, you make a fair point. We've been talking about this for a while. Why is Oda rushing? Man, there has to be a reason.
We talked about this many times. It's like he chooses the stupid plot lines that no one cares about.
But
and
here's the thing.
Don't care about.
There has to be a catalyst to this. Because it's not like Oda has always done this. There has to be some sort of catalyst. People can't just say, Oda can't write now. What does that even mean? He's been writing for 25, 30 years. What do you mean he can't write now? There's something going on in the back end. There's something going on in Shueisha. Maybe Oda has had enough and he wants to end it. And he's rushing, he doesn't care. We don't know. We're never going to find out that information.
Maybe he just wants to get to Luffy vs. Kaido.
Maybe he has to rush the flashback because sales are dipping. I don't know.
It has been like 16 chapters without Luffy, which is insane.
I think it's more like 11. Alright?
No, it started at, Did it start at 55? 57? Something like that?
Around there. 58, 57, yeah. So like 13 chapters?
13, it's going to have 14, 15,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing we're never going to find out, you know, unfortunately. We're never going to find out why Wano is the way it is unless we get like an editor interview. Him being like, yeah, we're telling Oda to speed up the pace. I want that interview. If I get that interview, I'm throwing that in Dritz's face.
What?
The editors are making him rush it. Right? I want that to be true so bad so we can fire the editors and we can go back to normal pace. Alright? Because they're ruining it. Alright? Alright. I just want to know why this is happening. But we're probably never going to find out. But anyway. Alright. From Crown Clown. If it comes down to Oda not ending the series in 5 years, and this is his patience for Wano. What?
Pacing? This is pacing for Wano?
This is weird wording, right? Basically, if Oda wants to end the series in 5 years and he's going to do this pacing, is it worth it?
If it's a simple story, we can do this pacing. If it's complex, with many moving parts and nonsense plot lines not many people care about, then we're going to be in trouble. Yeah. Keep it simple. You can do it quick.
Alright. From Chris D. Is Wano as a whole doomed to be at least a B-tier arc? Rushed arcs skip things constantly to leave up to the anime. Again, I hate that fucking meme. I hope it dies.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That one quote from that one interview. Where Oda's like, oh, the anime can handle it. Okay, apparently now he's writing the scripts for the anime. Apparently that's what that means. Okay. Alright? The anime extends shit in the worst ways, and we've all seen it.
Wano can still be God tier. It's just not going to be very strong around the local area around Wano.
Sure.
Like, I'm done with the local plot line. I don't know who's still on the edge of their seat for the local plot.
But Eric, who's the traitor? We need to know who the traitor is. Right? It's the whole plot at this point.
I'm looking forward to the battle, who turns up, what happens.
Sure.
You know,
High moments.
The Void Century Law, the
Oh, you know what boy Shanks turns up? One of the greatest arc of all time.
And this flashback has been very good and meh at the same time.
It's good when Roger and Shanks on the screen.
And Whitebeard.
And Whitebeard, sure. When Ona's not on the screen, it's great, right? Yeah. Now, don't making us care about Wano characters again. Otoko, Otama, flashbacks. How strong is Kaido in its flashback compared to now? You know, we don't know. You know, if we saw the Kaido versus Moria fight in some kind of capacity,
it's still irrelevant because look, we don't know how strong Moria is at this point.
But if we get let's just say half a chapter fight of that, we see how much is Kaido invincible? Is he fast? Is he doing these things?
The only way to know was him to clash with Whitebeard or Roger. That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the only way we would know.
Right.
Or him to take out like Kong or some bullshit, you know.
Yeah. Again, Chris, we know the problem with Wano. We've answered this question so many times.
Yeah.
Is it doomed? Well, Nothing's doomed. The ship could be turned around, in my mind.
Give
Now,
it
is the Wano plot doomed? Yeah.
Start with that hype speech next week. Next chapter.
Yeah.
Then
We're always hopeful for the future because we always know the future has greatness when the fight started. We all
Because Shanks is giving that hat back eventually.
From the box noob. Why are people pretending to be upset about King and Queen being silhouetted this chapter when it was clearly just an artistic decision? Yep. It's just people not drawing stuff themselves. Now, again, it is such a stupid nitpick.
Who cares? Like,
it's so irrelevant. It's like 2 panels. They're drawn menacingly.
It's literally for composition.
It's for composition. It's fine.
Like when people, this is why people like need to understand what's going on. If you think that Oda draw the silhouette,
dude, it's such a nitpick. Like,
it's for composition reasons. That's why.
Yeah, obviously, right?
It's to highlight them very quickly.
Just be like, this is king, this is queen. You know their silhouettes. You know what they look like. Here you go. That's what it is. Now, is there something to say about we didn't see king or queen do anything? I think there's something to say there.
Yes.
Who'd
they knock out? Was it Raizo?
Raizo and like Denjiro and Kinemon, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. From Elijah. Even though Zoro is my favorite character, I really want Sanji to fight against Shiryu. I believe that matchup is the potential to be the cooler fight in One Piece. What do you think? Again, we've talked about this before. This matchup before.
Invisible battle would be very hard to draw.
It's almost impossible to draw because both characters would have to be invisible. And what do you even show? What do you even draw?
Oda does have that invisible technique where they're clear, but
that's gonna be so hard to see anything.
Very difficult to do. Very difficult.
I think that matchup's not happening because it's too hard to draw, too hard to communicate.
Yeah.
I think that's why I think that matchup is happening. All right. From Tom. How much did Jinbei's bounty jump post Whole Cake Island? We don't. Do we know? I don't think.
Do we even know his bounty unfrozen?
We do. It's like 430. If I remember correctly.
Depends.
It's around there.
Does the world know he's a part of the? Did Morgan's report that Jinbei's a part of Luffy's crew?
No.
I can't remember.
No, I don't think he did. Interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
Alright. From Patrick Slime.
If Bronco's saying unless Shiryu takes out Mihawk, no chance. I'll guarantee that.
Yeah, I'll guarantee that. No chance. Alright.
No chance.
From Patrick Slime. Do you think Kaido and Orochi are blood related? We've talked about this before. Yeah. If Kaido is a Kurozumi,
I'd like to see it.
Things start to make sense.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
If we get the reveal that Kaido, last name Kurozumi, things start to make sense.
Yep.
Why the witch was there? Why the old man was there? Why he even talks to Orochi?
A real connection to Wano.
Yeah.
Maybe some revenge plot lines as well.
Maybe we get the flashback with him and his family doing the evil deed.
Sure.
There's things to talk about there. I think that's an interesting. I would like to see it. It would make him connected to Wano, connected to Orochi. Give us reasons why he set this up. Maybe he sent the old witch in. He sent the old guy in to help Orochi gather shit.
He was banished, all that shit.
Because he seems to be more of a devious character this chapter with like, yeah, I lied to you. You're a fucking idiot. You're not ruthless enough.
Sure.
Yeah. No. From Hippo 2000. Why are King Queen silhouetted if we already know what they look like in the present? See, the contrast of the questions. We already answered this question. It's for composition reasons. It's to show you that this is the characters. Here they are. You know who they are. We're going to draw them like this so they're clear.
It's clear to the other relation of what's going on. There's so much going on in these panels.
Let's just do that so we can know who they are. Yeah.
Yeah, simple.
All right. So it's not a big deal. It's not even a complaint, to be honest. All right. From Thunderbird. Could a kind of flashback in the middle of the Fire Festival fix anything of the last 2 chapters? Like seeing things from his perspective and maybe extend the fight. We're not extending the fight. Forget that. Alright? Forget extending the fight.
His point of view from a Kurozumi, beautiful. Let's get it.
His point of view with the Odin deal.
Yeah.
Maybe we get that then. from Kaido's eyes. Yes, it would help. Any more information on Kaido and his
and Orochi and Oden does
any more information that would help the plot significantly.
Because right now it's memos.
Yeah. From Matt Drums 5. Is young Kaido trash, or did Oden almost too short an emperor?
Hard to say.
See, there's a lot of things going on in this question.
Two extremes.
Is Kaido an emperor at this point? No. The Marines even say, verbatim, they are way stronger at current time. Right? Way stronger.
Yeah, but this is like, what, how many years after the...
It's been 20 years.
I know. It's hard. It's impossible to say. It really
Look
is.
Look at Shanks in Fuchsia Village. Look at Shanks now.
I know. But like, Christian, again, it's like artistic problems this week. They would answer that question.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I think this chapter is an art problem. Like
both two characters could legitimately be emperor level.
We just don't get any inclination of that.
No. We can't really tell. There's no real emperor fates going on here.
From Nikki D. Why didn't we get a conversation with Oden and Orochi this chapter? Well, we said you wouldn't get it, and you didn't believe us. So there you go.
Maybe Shinobu will tell us, and that'll be a good time.
I think Shinobu's going to tell us when we get out of the flashback.
When she's interrogated, because Kinemon just remembers that she was...
Yeah, how did the Alliance even find out who the traitor is? That's another question for when we get back.
Yeah, we'll waste time on that. Let's
sure. But, again, we talked about this last week. We really should have gone on that conversation to put everything in perspective for this chapter to work a little better.
Mm.
It's a domino effect.
Like, people talk about Mihawk in the chat, right? Could you imagine Mihawk's been taken in by the world government? Hilarious.
Oh, it's instant trash tier.
Yeah.
Alright. From Action Jackson. Is Toki purpose in this arc just to be there to send people to the future and not give us any info of the past?
It needs to happen.
It could. It has to happen in the time travel speech.
I'm so suspicious. I'm in the weird theory crafting area where she's in the future with us. That's how suspicious it is that she hasn't done anything.
Because we get the lore that she's from the ancient history. Oden never talks about it. You would think you would have a conversation with your wife about the ancient history when you found out what it was.
I'm sure he did on the sea. We never saw
it. And that means that confirms that Toki never talked about it to Roger.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on there. There are a lot of questions going on there.
I mean, Roger would have been like, don't want to know, whatever,
Yeah, but, not even mentioned. All right. From,
her dreams to get to Wano, why, there's a lot.
From Phobio. So just rotate and recap next week? No. Alright? Not happening. It is happening when...
We'll probably just do a live stream.
We'll do a live stream.
During the weekend.
Sure. When Eric's home in Melbourne, alright?
Sure.
Alright. From Charlotte Katakuri. Drix makes me feel like all hope is lost. Well, that's what he does. That's what he is.
He's the Dark Emperor.
Alright? You want a balanced, fair opinion, you come to us, alright? Again, we've been saying this campaign for weeks. Unsub from Dritz, sub to us. Alright?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what you should do. Alright? There you go. Alright. From Montage Tall. Where the fuck is Shiki and why is he not an emperor?
It's a good question.
We're never gonna get Shiki lore. Never. We got a little bit of Shiki lore. In that chapter called Ultimate. But we're never gonna see Shiki do anything. Alright? He's just there.
I feel like he's just a cameo character at this point.
Yeah. He's basically Panda Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He should be in jail at this time? Because Roger's dead? Though he escapes. Yeah, whatever the fucking Shiki timeline is, alright?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, legit. Who cares about Shiki, alright? From Mini Mango. When do you guys think when do you guys think the hate for this chapter will die down, seeing as though we have a break next week? I know the hate has to stew and boil.
People will calm down.
People will calm down.
Everyone's always excited.
By next week, we'll be craving that chapter. We'll be back, alright? Don't worry about that, alright? From DR. Where would you rank Oden on the power scale? And is Matt B hosting the next Reverie? Mappy is confirmed to be hosting the next Reverie.
After the flashback, which will be spicy to say the least.
It'll be very spicy. I don't necessarily know how Mappy's going to structure it. He's had some idea. I don't know. Mappy's handling it. The marketing will start soon, I guess. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
The promotion. We're talking about it, I guess.
Yeah.
So there you go. Oh, where would you rank Oda the Power Scale? It's so... He's dead. He's a dead character. We've seen all he's going to do. I guess it's time to power scale him. I'm not comfortable with Admiral level. I am with First Commander. I think that's clear. I'm not comfortable with Admiral level. But I guess we'll dive a little deeper next week about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard because of the shit we've seen. We've barely seen anything.
A lot of variables.
So much source. Not really any inkling.
Yeah.
Alright, from main, Doomed? Yeah. I can't really say, for me, that telling us the reason at some point will give us more emotion for these chapters. But if Kaido's threat was the ancient weapon Pluton, do you think that would be enough for a reason for Odin to wait that long? Yeah. Again, it has to be voice entry, world-ending bullshit.
Total annihilation. Something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you like the reason why Kaido didn't want to fight in his new mansion? He's like, oh, you know.
Yeah, I like
my new house, alright?
This is why I gave it a 6, because I like the kind of characterization this week.
He's like, don't fuck my house up.
Some kind of a character is there that we will get to know at some point.
At some point, let's hope, alright? From Hank and Barrett. Not catching Ino and Neko. Do you care about scammers and why? No. Not really.
I like Ashura Doji, I guess.
Ashura Doji's like cool. Karamatsu's like cool. I guess he's got a cool design.
Cool fighting
nice
style.
Little flashback with the fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
Again, Conjurer, Kinemon.
Suck.
Rizo. Whatever. You know?
Denjiro's still not on the plot.
Sure.
There you go. Alright. From Joshua. When OP is eventually concluded, do you guys think you could make your own One Piece abridged series?
It could happen.
It could happen, but I doubt it. Alright?
Yeah.
From Captain Said, do you think Odin might be alive? I've been seeing some people talking about this on Twitter recently. No.
Sure,
Absolutely.
Who cares?
Dude, if he's alive, what is even the point of this revenge plot?
Just to give us more... Maybe it'll give us a character cushion if he's alive.
Maybe it'll shift the focus of Wano to, let's get the ancient weapon. Maybe that's what it'll do. I don't know.
Let's get a real character.
I seriously doubt that Odin's alive.
Again, conflicted here, Christian, because I'd like to see this man fleshed out in a way that makes sense and shit.
But
in a fulfilling way.
I think it would hurt.
Him being alive would be contentious, to say the least.
It would have to be some immense, earth-shattering revelation. Like,
it'd just be the time for it, obviously.
I'm here from the time, but let's not stop our attack on Kaido because we have to get the ancient weapon he was threatening me with when I made that deal with him. Okay. Then maybe we're talking. Maybe we're talking. But again, it's going to be hard, alright? From Isaiah. Isaiah's? Yeah, Isaiah's. What's up, fellas? My question is, do you agree on the theory that's going on that that person that stabbed Ashura in the back is Okiku? Intentionally, I thought it was King, but the arms are different. If you look closely, I don't think Okiku is the one who did it, but I don't think she was a traitor. What are your thoughts? Thanks, guys.
Random.
It's so hard. Is it a random goon? Is it someone we know? It's so nondescript. Are we supposed to guess who it is?
Yeah.
Like, it's just there's nothing special about this thing. It's just a head. Like, the sword isn't special. how, like, it's just, I don't know. It's like, are we supposed to get anything out of this?
Mm-hmm.
It's such a small panel as well. I'm not necessarily buying it. Alright. From 101, Mr. Crazy Man. If Luffy can grow his limbs via Gear 3, do you believe with the aid of Awakening, Luffy could grow his entire body into giant form Luffy? Yeah, it's possible, but who wants to see that?
Just big Luffy.
But it'd be big balloon baby Luffy. And no one wants to see that.
Let's just go giant Luffy.
Alright, okay.
Yonko size Luffy. Just to fight them.
What, 12-foot Luffy?
Yeah.
Well, he's got that mini Gear 3 going on. Which is...
Tasty.
Something. Alright? So there you go. From the best. Do you guys still think that Yonko's are top 4 of the verse? Yes.
Next question.
It was 20 years ago. 20 years!
The agenda's coming out.
The agenda, alright? The agenda, alright? There you go. From Walter Jarrah. The prime of manhood is 35. Kaido should be at least be in the current timeline 45 to 55. So why are people saying Kaido is even stronger in current timeline? What are you...
Why is he bringing up
things that don't matter in One Piece at all?
Yeah.
Like age of manhood in our real life.
Dumb question, stupid question.
Obviously, Kaido's stronger. 20 years later, he hasn't gotten weaker. What do you think? He's just sitting on a plateau? No. Next question. All right.
Yeah.
From Calvin T. Is the story suffering because Oda is rushing to the finish line? A question we all want to know. All right?
A little bit.
We don't really have an answer.
That's what it seems like. That's what we can really say.
Yeah, sure. But again, we don't really have an answer to that question, alright?
Yeah.
From Michael. I thought you were waiting for the official release. We are. Wow. Is this not the official release?
I think he's talking about the thumbnail.
Just put a question. Just make a question thumbnail and put it up. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask Eric, alright? He says things and he doesn't do it. You know.
I'm a man of whim, Christian.
Alright. From Casey White. Did Kaido start the bushfires? You know, he might have, right? And is Scobo actually just a real-life version of Orochi trying to take down the blessed land of Australia as discreetly as possible? Now, this is a political question.
Shout out to Scobo. He's just not that smart.
He's just a cob. He's just a bloke, you know? He's just trying to get by. And... did he fuck shit up? Yes.
He was on his holiday. He didn't want to be disturbed. It's such a white thing to do, Christian.
I know.
I deserve my break. I'm taking it.
Yeah. While the country's on fire. But,
ridiculous.
Getting political, yeah.
The man's behind low taxes, and we can all get behind that sentiment.
No one likes taxes, alright?
Yeah.
No one likes taxes, alright. From Bad Max. Did Kaido one-shot Odin? Odin did open attack, but Kaido was still standing, and he makes Blitz counter attack.
There is a
ahead.
battle somewhere there in the void, Christian. In somewhere between the panels is a battle. All we see is a fire
breath and a cut. So, was Kaido... I mean, Kaido did look bad when he fell over on his back. You know?
Seems like he's got a habit of doing that in his dragon form. Luffy did it to him.
Just get out of the dragon form, Kaido. Just stay in normal form, alright? It's your better form.
Can he shoot lasers in his normal form?
You know he can, alright?
Why is he even going in that form?
Why is he even going in the dragon form? You know. From Patrick...
big boy.
From Patrick Slime. After Wano, who will take the place of the fallen emperor? 5 or 4 emperors moving forward?
Yeah, it depends.
Luffy?
Luffy? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Depends who, depends if there's a system. Depends if big news declares someone. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I think it would be Luffy. Like, solidify himself as an emperor.
Sure.
From Hebi Hime. Could it be the reason why everyone wants Shinobu to be the traitor in the mission? Is the mission with Nami was an infiltration mission. So she was trying to get Nami on a good side. I think the reason we want Shinobu to be a traitor is because Oda keeps on saying maybe Shinobu's a traitor.
Again, Heavy misses the point.
Yeah. I mean, this chapter's like...
Shout out to that mission, though, where they're supposed to get details of the ships and stuff.
And they don't, but yeah.
I mean, you know, they do, but, you know, it's not really important at all.
From Shadow Badger, do you support the idea that Yokikage Kura is better than any One Piece villain? Now, for anyone who doesn't know, that is a villain from Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Better than any One Piece villain. In terms of what? What are we talking about? We're talking about villainy. We're talking about intimidation factor. We're talking about swag. Does the man have more swag than Doflamingo?
He has nice suits.
He does have a very nice suit.
Is that a Gucci suit, Christian, or is that a Hugo Boss suit? What's going on?
Hugo Boss. It's definitely an 80s Hugo Boss suit. Alright.
Okay.
That Araki saw in a magazine. He's like, yes. But he's a very well-written character. A very good villain. Very great villain. Is he better than every villain in One Piece?
Just give the man his answer.
I'm thinking. Maybe. Nah, I don't know. A yes? Like, he's a villain for like 120 chapters. There's more time. There's more development.
It was the villain for 100, maybe even 120, including Punk Hazard.
Because I think yeah, but it was just there was no goon squad. It was just him. He was carrying the whole series. Yeah. You know, there was no assassination squad. It was literally just him for the entire series. So I'll give it to him. He does carry the arc a lot. Right.
Yeah.
From Bardock. Do you believe that the 5-year plan to finish One Piece is already having a bad impact on the series? And are you afraid it's going to continue to the end of One Piece? I fucking hope this is just one problem. Fingers crossed.
I'm not afraid because the end game is delicious. Just
the thought of the end game is delicious. Alright? Seeing these characters doing shit in the story. It's great. Alright? Is this a wider problem? Yes, it's a wider problem. Let's hope he calms it down.
He's been he experimented with the structure of Whole Cake Island. Experimented here. We'll see what he says. Right.
From Frizik. So the trader was deep in the history 20 years ago. Who do you think he is? Why the focus on Suru within and origami is in her, and origami is how she passes secret messages. I have seen this theory about Suru being the traitor. She's not in the planning meetings and no one has talked to her. So I find that very interesting if she's the traitor, because she's not there. She's hanging out in Ebisu Town, or whatever town, Leftovers Town, whatever it's called. Yeah. Whichever town that is. So, does that make sense? Is she... Why is she involved in getting intel from Kinemon? Is Kinemon telling her the plans?
Who cares?
I think it's got to be one of the Scabbers to be interesting, at least. And it's going to be who we kidding? It's Shinobu, alright? Who we kidding? It's sure. Shinobu.
We'll go with that.
From Lord Zarkon. How likely is it that the trader plotline is dropped, and now it looks like Kaido will be easy to take down than we thought? Do you think Wano is still the final war? Yes. Alright.
How is Kaido easier?
I don't know how Kaido is easier. Apparently, Zoro's going to one-shot him. Alright? So this is the first time we've seen Kaido get hurt, and everyone's saying he's the Elf Master.
God, man. I mean, how do people interpret this so poorly? Huh?
I don't know, dude. Like, is the trader plotline getting dropped? No, apparently not. Because we're talking about this chapter.
It survived again.
Oh no, just the non-stop talks about this trader. Alright? Who's the trader?
Every time 15 chapters go by, we're like,
well, yes. Who's the trader?
And then it comes up again.
Yeah, who's the trader, alright? That plotline's never getting dropped, alright? It's the entire reason why everything is fucked. So, it's apparently the most important plotline.
Let's just make it law.
Yeah. He was there 20 years ago, fuck it.
Sure,
you know?
why not? Yeah, why not?
Right? Is Wano still the final war? Yes, everyone's gonna be here. I still stand by that. Alright. From Jordan Lee. Oda's restraint was praised in the bounty chapters. His chapters should be criticized. Yeah.
Mm.
Are you guys pissed off when we don't see any new combat abilities at all except the same generic Dragon Breath, showing 1 or 2 name attacks from Scabbards, calamities? Odin won't diminish its entertainment value. I mean, I guess he means Oda. Won't diminish the entertainment value when we go all out. Oda not making the most out of this amazing power system. Maybe he's just saving the armament sword techniques for Shanks and Mihawk. We criticized One Piece, criticized it last week, and we got flack for it. We say it's great. We say when it's not good, it's not good. You know, we praise and we criticize. You know, because we're trying to be fair. You know, fair and balanced.
Sure.
But is he saving technique? I just think it's a legitimate art problem. Like, legit.
I knew Carter wasn't gonna do anything new. I didn't expect him to do anything new. I didn't want to give us that.
Yeah, like
people expecting like high perform Carter right now, ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous, right? So,
who said that high perform movie exists, Christian?
Come on, you know he's gonna have some bullshit final form we haven't seen yet. You know that's true. You know he has to have a final form. All right, from Crusoe. Most of us agree that Wano has been the worst arc in One Piece so far. Which of these do you think is the reason? Oda doesn't care about the arc anymore? 2, Oda can't juggle all these ideas he put out there at the beginning of the arc. 3, Oda has lost his touch and hasn't realized it. I don't like being negative. I just really hope Oda hasn't lost his passion.
Keep the questions respectful.
Well, he says it at the end.
Yes.
Is Wano the worst arc? We still have Fishman Island. We still have Sewer Village. So...
Drist is one of Drist's favourite arcs, Sewer Village, Christian.
Okay. Alright. Again, Fishman Island... No, we've talked about it before, but come on. We can't...
Christian, we still have to drink the sauce, alright? We'll judge Wano when it's over.
Yeah. Alright. I don't know what answer it is, because we're never gonna... What's the point of us answering that question?
Yeah.
We got no idea, alright? From Frizzit. So Oda breaks the fourth wall last chapter by making the community hating on Oda like the citizen is in Wano. But this chapter lifted the hate to Kano. What do you guys think is that his intention?
Well, it's like meta. It's like meta hate.
It's not... Yeah, it's like meta hate because we don't know, like, why he made that decision. It's not like we hate him because he made a bad decision. We don't know what this decision was. So...
Apparently you can't see villains cop any L's because it completely ruins them. So, even though we know he copped 1,000 L's in the past.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
The Hour of Legend got me hyped for the chapter, but the fight was not as legendary as the hype itself. But rereading the narrator panel in 969, I think that the Hour of Legend is not the fight, but the execution of Odin. What do you think? How will the Scabbards be saved? That's a good question. The Scabbards do have to be saved by someone and something. So, who knows?
We'll see.
But
I want to see the hype speech.
Does a young Shanks come in and save them?
I mean, who knows?
I mean...
that's a question. That's a
question. I'm putting it out there. That's a question. Alright. From Briggs, Odin took his time to give Kuros and Rebecca backstories to make us feel and care about these characters.
He did.
It was touching and heartbreaking. Fans, we don't care about them. Stop dragging and just advance the plot. Never Wano, Odin listened and now you're complaining.
Meme question.
Now, here's the thing about that.
It's Rebecca and Kyros.
It's not the central
Plot.
point of the arc. Also, who's saying I didn't enjoy that flashback? It's a good flashback. Is it the best flashback? It's okay. It does its job. I'm not saying it's bad.
At least what it's saying, Kyros will respect Kyros when he gets up to that Diamante fight.
Exactly. So the fight has some sort of impact with it, alright? So, I don't know, man, like...
We want characters, okay?
But no one said, ever. No one ever said that we don't want the Odin flashback.
No one says the problem with Dressrosa is that flashback. They say the problem with that is the birdcage, the Tontara, etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. From Hikey Haki. Do you think the community is overestimating Odin and underestimating Kaido? If you compare Luffy fight against Kaido, it's almost exactly the same as Odin's. Is it? I mean, Luffy gets no damage. I don't necessarily know about that. Overestimating Odin, it's possible. Yeah, they're underestimating Kaido because it's been 20 years. I'm just saying that. Like, you know.
And he hasn't got a scar since.
Alright. And that's the last question. That's the end of the show.
There we go.
Shout outs to the people who are somehow up at 4 in the morning in the US.
I guess it's like 6 now.
That's true. I guess it's early morning over there.
Yeah.
There you go. Shout outs to the patrons. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. What else? I don't know. Hit the bell. All the memes.
Next week we'll do live. We can... Discord call-in show. What do you think?
Discord call-in show. We'll power scale some characters.
Okay.
I think Odin gets on that list. Alright.
Is that it?
Just stay level-headed.
Stay gold.
Stay gold, as the motto of the JoJo show is.
Yeah.
Stay gold. Shanks is the God King. Good night.